What's up guys, Tyler here, welcome back to Bloons TD. Today, I'm going to be doing something that I probably should have done the last time this tower got brought up, and the tower is the Master Bomber. Now, I fiddled around with him after he was buffed in quite a few ways and thought he was pretty decent, but he needed a lot of help, and I didn't realize that there's actually one other way to use the Master Bomber that can potentially be very, very good. Now, something I didn't give a shot was doing the Master Bomber plus Shinobi Ninjas. In Ships mode, you can in fact forward a Master Bomber plus Shinobi Ninjas plus 20 of them, I believe, plus some support on top of all of that. So you can actually form a pretty decent defense in theory. Now, going into this, I have no faith. Zero faith in all in my Master Bomber plus Shinobi Ninjas being good. I'm doing this on Cubism chimps. You know, screw intermediate maps, advanced maps. We're going to the second easiest map in the game. I also don't have a black border on this map for some reason, so I'm just going for black badge chimps so I can get that. I must have beat this on chimps mode forever ago and screwed up somewhere along the way back when I was a newbie at the game, and that's probably why I had gold badge. I think it was even before gold badges and black badges were a thing, so I didn't think it made a difference to quit out or not. So I'm amending my wrong, getting that black badge, and maybe a black border eventually. I don't think even if I get a black border here, or a black badge here, I would get a black border. I still have a lot of other game modes to go for. But you get the idea. It's something that I just have been meaning to do. And again, no faith. Even though you can do very, very well. Like, this map is long. There's a lot of fantastic tower spots. Like, having our Master Bomber, or the Sticky Bomb guy, rather, where he is right now, is just excellent. And this map is long enough that you can do an open start into a Sticky Bomb Ninja 204. Works out very, very well. Not even close to falling. And then I decided to go for an Alchemist afterwards because I figure it benefits the things. Alchemist was open as a surprisingly good combo, and it actually works out pretty well with the Sticky Bomb as well. We could see already that we destroyed the mod pretty nicely. Just the hardest thing was waiting for that Sticky Bomb to go off. It takes 3 seconds. That was the first buff of the ninja, and I'll go over all the buffs again for those who forgot. But just to finish up the strategy, just doing the 4th tier Alchemist, it synergizes with Oben and the Sticky Bomb, and the Sticky Bomb will do 2 layers of damage now, and plus all of its shots will do 2 layers, and it'll be faster. And sorry, not the Sticky Bomb. Whoa, the Flash Bomb. The Flash Bomb is the main thing that synergizes with the Alch buff. 2 layers of damage, and just much faster attacking. It's pretty darn good. Then you'll see we're going for Jungle Drum's Village just so everything attacks faster. Then we're getting a few Shinobi Ninjas down. Now, we don't want to get too many down because I still need to save up the 43.2 thousand for the Master Bomber Ninja. But it'll go pretty well. I believe we can get 3 Shinobi Ninjas before pausing and before deciding to just start saving up for our 5th tier tower. Now, if you guys forgot about the buffs on the Master Bomber, the Sticky Bomb now stuns Moebs for a second at impact, so it's fast-firing thing that is supposed to do a lot of damage to Moebs. It actually stuns them for a second, which is a big deal. Stuns everything but a BID for a second. And the Flash Bomb stuns Moeb class Bloons for 25% of the duration, which is probably the biggest buff out of everything. It's literally an area of effect stun that, once buffed to insane speeds, can do insane stunnage. At least that's the idea. If the Flash Bomb is shooting insanely fast, it'll just be stunning balloons like crazy. And then the Flash Bomb damage is increased from 1 to 5, just making an all-around more well-rounded tower. Makes it pretty strong, all things considered. And you can see already with the 4th tier Sticky Bomb and Shinobi Ninjas, we got a lot of attack power going on. Very strong towers carrying this right now, getting us through the 40s and 50s. We won't really be seeing a problem until maybe wave 63 or so. Now we got a BFB going in. I just want to see how well we do with the Master Bomber against it. I forgot that the 4th tier Master Bomber only hits the Moebs in its range, but still, that doesn't really matter to us because we do destroy pretty quickly. We have trees on the screen, but they're actually at the bottom. I just have them in the safe spot just in case round 63 goes bad. At least this way I'll be able to use 2 sets of trees, the one that exists already and the one that will be coming up in active ability very shortly, just in case they can't defend 63. But a little hint, these guys will be surprisingly good. Turns out a 2 layer of damage area of effect tower can be really strong, especially when it's buffed to insane attack speeds and stuns. Like, you can't forget about the stuns it does to normal balloons. It's a big deal. Those ceramics have a You know, they get stopped in place for a while, then they have a lot of chance to be distracted because Shinobi ninjas do include distraction. big deal. But here's round 63. See how we do? They are making it far, but we are taking advantage of the length of this cubism map and only letting probably like a single pink balloon or something like that get into the trees. This wave shows no balloons making it into the trees, and it's only the final wave around 63 that lets a few balloons go into the trees, but thankfully nothing to kill me. That would have been very stressful if we did get taken down by that, but thankfully it wasn't the case, and we can continue our black border run. And at this point, we're at $34,000, which means we're only $9,000 off of our Master Bomber Ninja. These towers look like they should start struggling at this point, but Oben keeps leveling up, doing more and more damage. The Master Bomber is doing an insane amount of damage, almost at 60,000 damage total, I believe. Probably even more at this point. And the Sticky Bomb itself just will take down the Moab class balloons pretty well. It's not like the most fast firing, again, like if there's a bunch of Moabs on screen, it's not going to get all of them, but just the insane firepower of everything combined just works out really nicely for us. It'll be super sick to see the Master Bomber. And on round 70, we finally amassed the money to buy Master Bomber. Here we go. So you can already see a massive increase in damage from the Flash Bomb coming in, and then the Sticky Bomb attack just throws so much faster. Now it's going to start coating pretty much every Moab it can, which starts to become insane. Now at this point, the only thing I really can do is start spamming Shinobi Ninjas. There are some other support things I will be using further on in the Chimps run once I have my maximum Shinobi Ninjas, but right now I think it's just best to get up the attack speed of this. Every single attack this guy has will increase in speed because of Shinobi Ninjas. His shurikens, his flash bombs, and most importantly his sticky bombs. Gotta make sure we hit every single mob with a sticky bomb, and right when the sticky bomb detonates after 3 seconds of being applied, we want another one going on. So I realize I kind of screwed up the positioning a little bit of my towers. It actually isn't too bad, but it's going to make stuff a little bit more tricky. I wanted to try to fit as much possible in Oben's range, in Village's range, and obviously having the Shinobi Ninjas cover the Master Bomber to have that 20 Shinobi masterpiece going on. And so far, it's going pretty alright. It's going to be pretty standard when the ninjas are nearby, but then we're going to get them further and further away, and it's going to be a little bit annoying. And I realize I actually will not be able to place them by my 4th tier Alchemist, because I want that 4th tier Alchemist buffing Oben, and I want it buffing the Master Bomber. Don't want it to buff a random Shinobi. That's not going to add too much damage. Now, speaking of damage, this round 95 or 75 defense shows a lot of damage. These are big, dense clusters of 3 BFBs, and we go through them like they're nothing. Round 76, also pretty big joke. I mean, it almost looks like it could have gotten out of hand. It got a little further than 75, but we still destroyed really well, and gives me good hope for some of the later and later rounds. Now round 80, the first ZOMG round, we have 12 Shinobi Ninjas and are placing down our 13th right now. Let's see how we do against this. Well, the attack speed is massive, and the ZOMG does not even make it to the yellow triangle. That is a fantastic sign. 13 Shinobi Ninjas now just building up the attack speed of this guy more and more and more, becoming insane. I think at this point, I believe I'm going for an MIB just in case the DDTs are really hard. I don't remember exactly whether or not Master Bomber affects DDTs with any of its attacks, actually. I think the only one that would deal damage to DDTs would be the Sticky Bomb, but I have a hunch the Sticky Bomb wouldn't deal enough damage, so I think I want to get MIBs on everything. Like, otherwise, I imagine it would take 2 or 3 shots, Sticky Bomb shots to destroy DDTs, and don't even get me started on fortified DDTs. So just having defense for that in other methods will help out quite a bit. So as you can see, we have our 3rd tier village, and now we can go back to business as usual. Super Ceramics has not even slowed us down a bit. If anything else, it actually makes our distraction ninjas do better. Just distracting back the ceramics can be extremely handy for lasting longer and longer. Putting balloons further in the back so my towers can mostly focus on the strong Moabs, which allows us to go back to distracting more ceramics, yada yada yada. Now you'll also notice that some of our Shinobi Ninjas are having to have the top path, whatever that faster attacking and bigger range upgrade is, Ninja Discipline, just so their range can extend to the Master Bomber. And I will upgrade those fully eventually, but we still do have to make do with that for now, just to make sure we get those 20 Shinobi Ninjas and covering them. I believe we have just got our... I think we're up to like 17 or 18 or so. I can't tell. We're getting pretty close to 20. I believe this is our 18th that we're getting down right now. And I'm just trying to squeeze them in. Make sure that everything will in fact fit. It'll be pretty exciting once we have maximum speed, because this is like close enough, I'd say, but we can still go faster. It's just crazy how with the more and more we get to the less far balloons get along the track. Round 87 will actually prove to be a pretty nice round for us, I believe. Now, this guy attacks so fast that he does get all the ZOMGs, and VFBs are all covered, but all the mobs do not get flash or sticky bomb. That does become too much of a problem. And still, round 87 barely shows any entrance into the yellow triangle, showing that this could probably work on some other maps. Like, because they're only making a little distance down this straight line. Now granted, Oben here is helping out quite a bit, but it just helps to get a lot of stuff. And now I believe we have finally gotten our maximum Shinobi ninjas of 20 whole Shinobi ninjas. At this point, it's time to get into other supports, and by that I mean villages, and villages for our villages. We want villages covering as much as possible to get jungle drums and to give our ninjas better range so that they can buff more ninjas with their Shinobi buff. So the ninjas themselves, the Shinobi ninjas, will become a disgusting force of damage as well. The sticky bomb otherwise would be the only thing dealing damage to blimps, and I just would not be able to have that. Fortified ZOMGs and BIDs would screw me over. But DDTs would not. As you can see, round 90 was disgusting. We absolutely slaughtered those DDTs. Like, it wasn't even close. They didn't even make it to like the first triangle. I mean, barely they might have, but still, really not much of a threat at all. At this point, we're obviously getting our Shattering Shells mortar. I don't think it'll be necessary to defend, but it just makes things a lot more cleaner. And besides, what else are we going to do with our money anyways? We have all this extra money. We've gotten maximum Shinobi ninjas at round like 80 something. So yeah, all we can do is get stuff like Shattering Shells. Even the fused ZOMGs in round 92 don't become too much of a threat. They make it a little further around the yellow triangle, but really this yellow triangle is our just amazing defense. Round 93 DDT is not a problem. The fortified BFB is also easy. Massive shout out to Oben for providing these ninjas for a lot more pierce as well, and giving everything more range, just making everything super stupid buffed. And at this point now we're just going for ninja discipline on all of our ninjas, just to maximize range, just to maximize Shinobi buffs. You'll see that scale actually crazy, and it'll basically act like there's a grandmaster ninja or even something more powerful than that alongside our master bomber, just how fast everything's going right now. Might as well go for sharp shurikens too to pop more things, because yeah, the ZOMGs around 94, they get scary. They make it a little bit past the yellow triangle. They almost exit, I believe that's a red triangle there in the middle. So close, almost exit that. That would have been real bad if this was any other map besides Cubism. Jokes, but our defense is really good. Like this ended up shocking the hell out of me. 95, huge joke as well, making it barely to the yellow triangle. Like the only thing that could possibly become an issue, I think, at this point would be 98 or 100. I don't think any other round could be bad. 96 actually could be up there. There is large, dense balloon clusters. We'll see if they make it any significantly further and be posed to be a problem for our Shinobi ninjas. But as of now, just the BFBs and mobs are not that bad at all. Again, only problem could be ZOMGs. We have our Master Bomber on the job. He's not hitting the mobs again with the sticky bombs. It's just the BFBs and above, just because there's so many of them, he can't cover all the mobs. But even then, the balloons do not escape the red triangle. 97 may pose a threat until we defortify the VFBs. Then it'll be super duper easy. But at this point, it's just so good. I believe I don't buy a single thing for the rest of the game, or at least not for a while, because yeah, I'm just full of a bunch of money. I have my mortar 014, and I'm not buying any sabotage, although I could. That could be good support. I already have the groundwork for it. I don't know why I don't upgrade sabotage, but I guess I want to see if I can do it without. And this will be the round to test to see whether or not I can do without. Round 98, massive BFB and ZOMG clusters, all defortified. If they don't make it past the red triangle, I'll be surprised, because this is a massive cluster of balloons. I think full mobs are going to make it past the red triangle as well. They are going around that bend and actually making it to the pond. This is a dense round, looking bad for us potentially, but we take out all the mobs and start distracting the ceramics, and that's how you know we got that good. Round 99 could be annoying. Fortified DDTs. No, they're also held in place. You also should probably take note of how well everything was stunned. Like that, it seemed like an 80%, 90% stun on every single blimp that came in. genuinely insane. I'm so shocked at how powerful that was. Now, the one thing we are less powerful against is the BAD. I decided not to get a first strike or call to arms, even though I could have afforded both, so it takes me a little bit longer to knock off the BAD shell. But once that's gone, this just ends up becoming yet another piece of cake. Everything's stalled in place, nothing is moving, and we're getting that black border. So that's powerful. That's way more powerful than I expected, and could probably work on other maps chimps mode. I might give this another shot on some harder, maybe even advanced map to see if it could work. I would love to see if the Shinobi Ninja strat could pull it off, because Oben really does help to enable it, that's for sure. With that being said, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next time with hopefully 9.0 update video. Peace out.